What if I told you that the Cincinnati Bengals have one of the best young cornerbacks in the NFL that nobody's talking about? Welcome to No Butts About It. If you're new to the channel, I'm your host, Josh Butts. I hope you're having a great day. And if you're a Bengals fan, you're going to love this video because we're going to hype up one of the, in my opinion, best parts of the Bengals defense. If you're not a Bengals fan, I hope you still enjoy this video, but make sure to check out the other videos on our channel because we do talk about other teams. We talk about the Steelers, Lions. We've got stuff about the Eagles. So make sure to check those out. And as always, please subscribe. It really helps us out. Now, the player I'm talking about is cornerback Cam Taylor Britt. Now, I went on YouTube and I looked up Cam Taylor Britt. And I expected that there would be a lot of Bengals videos hyping up this guy, talking about him, saying, look at this guy that we've got. He's awesome. And there was I didn't see any. They were all just highlight videos that the Cincinnati Bengals had posted. But then you watch the highlight videos and you're like, this guy is amazing. Why does Cam Taylor Britt not get the media love that he necessarily deserves? Well, I have two theories here and I'm going to break them down. So first theory just kind of goes for every defensive player. They're kind of the forgotten group, I guess, in the NFL, unless you're a guy like Sauce Gardner or Aaron Donald or J.J. Watt, who is in a lot of ways the only good piece or at a time was the only good piece on the team. And he kind of became the face of the franchise. For Cam Taylor Britt, that's not the case because when you think the Cincinnati Bengals, you think Joe Burrow, you think T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd. There's just so many stars on that team that it's really hard to stick out. Even on defense, Trey Hendrickson and Sam Hubbard tend to be the guys that you think of when you think Cincinnati Bengals. But I think Cam Taylor Britt's going to very quickly make a case for him being one of those people you think of. Now, theory number two is really internal to the Bengals, and it's just a matter of pacing and how much game time Cam Taylor Britt has actually gotten. Now, Cam Taylor Britt is only in his second year. He is a second-round pick out of the University of Nebraska. He was a team captain at Nebraska, so he does have those leadership qualities we like to see if you're familiar with the Cincinnati Bengals locker room culture. That's a big thing. Cam Taylor Britt also didn't play a whole lot in his rookie year, and that is because the Bengals still had Eli Apple. They still had Trey Flowers. Chidobe Awuzie is still there. Mike Hilton. So that cornerback room, there was a lot of competition, and Mike Hilton and Cheeto, they were going to play until Cheeto got injured. They were definitely in. Those were the guys who were for sure playing. Eli Apple was favored over Cam Taylor Britt because he had that veteran presence. Not always the best cornerback, but he tended to get more of the snaps. Fair enough. But now, Eli Apple and Trey Flowers aren't on the team. Trey Flowers went to Atlanta, and Eli Apple is down in Miami. So it's Cam Taylor Britt's time to shine, and shine he has. Let's look at Cam Taylor Britt's draft profile on Bleacher Report. So Bleacher Report says that Cam Taylor Britt will be a fourth-round pick because he isn't great in the pass coverage. And he is also not mobile, and he doesn't make big plays when he necessarily can. They said he does break up plays fairly well, but he's not necessarily great at creating turnovers. He was a round 4 prospect, was what they said. Now, I am admittedly not a huge college football fan, and so I don't necessarily know what Cam Taylor Britt did in college. I watched a little bit of his footage, but not enough to say, okay, yes, this is the type of player he was in college, and this makes sense. Maybe Bleacher Report's right. Maybe they're 100% correct based on what we saw in college from Cam Taylor Britt. However, that has not translated to the NFL at all. Cam Taylor Britt has been phenomenal at creating turnovers. In 4 of his last 5 games, Cam Taylor Britt has an interception. He also has a forced fumble, and he has a pick 6. Now, what more could you want from a cornerback? In the NFL, Turnovers are so important. In fact, to look at this, we don't even have to go back that far. We can go back to last Sunday when the Cincinnati Bengals played against the Houston Texans. CJ Stroud had only thrown one interception the entire year. And that's impressive in its own right. CJ Stroud has been having a monster rookie year. He's been insane. Some people have him in the MVP conversation already. He's been great. Cam Taylor Britt intercepted him. Cam Taylor Britt has shown that he can read the quarterback. He can make the big play. It is becoming a time, or we're getting to the point where Cam Taylor Britt isn't a matter of if he makes the big play, it's a matter of when. He's becoming one of those Logan Wilson type players on the Bengals defense who we know that he's going to make a play at some point. We just don't know when. Cam Taylor Britt gets the interception, and it is arguably one of the reasons the Bengals were even in that game to begin with, because the Texans were just running the ball all over the defense. Their passing game on third down was phenomenal. The Bengals defense couldn't get off the field. Cam Taylor Britt came up, made a stop, got a turnover. So there's just one example. Now, everyone applauds these other defensive players, these for creating turnovers. They applaud the Kyle Hamiltons, the Geno Stones, the Sauce Gardners, obviously. Players who they're great players, don't get me wrong, but then Cam Taylor Britt's right up with them in creating turnovers. He's tied for third in the NFL for creating turnovers, and nobody acknowledges that. Nobody has mentioned that Cam Taylor Britt is one of the best defensive performers at creating turnovers. Nobody has mentioned that he is very quickly becoming someone who quarterbacks avoid throwing the ball towards, because if it's a 50-50 ball, there's a solid chance that Cam Taylor Britt is going to win that, and it's going to become an interception. In the scheme that Lou Anarumo has cooked up, phenomenal scheme. Lou Anarumo's phenomenal defensive coordinator. He's probably going to end up being a head coach. Cam Taylor Britt has thrived. He has been phenomenal. And I just want to put this video out now and say he is going to be one of the stars on defense. He's going to become a face of the franchise because he is currently forgotten in a lot of ways. He's not a big name that people necessarily think about, but he's quickly rising. And I'm telling you, if you are a Bengals fan, I would get in on that Cam Taylor Britt merch right now, because he is going to be so good. He is going to be a turnover machine. I would even go as far to say that he will lead the league in interceptions in the next 2 to 3 years. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Do you think that Cam Taylor Britt is overappreciated, underappreciated? Do you think he's been forgotten by the NFL media? And as always, like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, go do something nice for someone. Thanks for watching that video, guys. If you want to check out a most recent full episode of No Buts About It, that's going to be right over here. Yep, right there. Check that out. And if you just want to see more short clips, we're going to have one right over here for you to watch. Check out No Buts About It on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you listen to podcasts, so you can listen to us on the go. Once again, have a great day and go do something nice for someone.